Trev, you got true or false for us?
I have.
Right, let's do the intro
There's the music.
Here it is.
Oh. Right. This is one of them that's linked because it's something that happened in the same room. But one's true and one's false. I had the great pleasure of getting introduced to Brian May in LA when I was mixing Star Sailor in this old theatre that we did. He came backstage, came in the dressing room, came down 3 little steps, and all that was hanging from the ceiling to light the dressing room up was a cable and a bare light bulb. I was sat down, said hello, stood up, I sat down again, and he was asking us about the mix and stuff, and he liked the band and talking to the band and everybody. And I couldn't enjoy the time because I was so engrossed in the fact that all I could see was his skull. That's one of them. Same room, same incident, similar. He came into the room. I went out of the room to get something, came back into the room, slipped down the 3 little steps, put my hand out to grab like a handrail or something. Didn't get that. I grabbed his pocket and ripped one of the pockets on his very smart looking jacket that he had on. And he was very polite. I said, don't worry about it. But I was very embarrassed.
So there we go. Whatever happens, I'm just going to pick the opposite of what Robert says because
I've got to say, I have been on a run of these. The last 3, I actually have got correct.
It's almost like we've rewarded you for losing so often by bringing.
Yes, that's it's come round. I personally am going to say number 2 is true because number 1 was just so long and tedious. I actually don't know what Trev was talking about by the time he got to the main part of it.
I'll do a quick version. He walked in the room.
Right.
I was at a lower angle than him.
Yeah.
He said hello to everybody, and he just happened to mention he enjoyed the mix. I said, "Oh, thank you very much." But while I was looking at him, all I could see was his skull.
Why?
Okay, so was he stood with the light between him? So the light was. So you had him
behind him,
and then he was eclipsing the light.
Yes.
Okay, so then you probably wouldn't have seen the skull. He would have just been a big halo. It would have been like an aura around him.
His head sort of disappeared, and all he could see was his skull.
He's got skin though.
No, his head.
Wow.
His round head. But it looked
You're taking
weird.
the piss now, Trev. Seriously,
I'm going to say 1 because me and Trev, we have this weird thing where we have this observation thing where we will pick up on any weirdness. So I'm going to go with 1 because that's a weird observation that I also share that with Trev. I pick up on weird shit, and I think number 1 is true. Trev's seen him and he's gone, it's like the big face in the sky. Only Trev would say that sort of thing, so I'm going to go number 1.
Right, Evelyn says 2, Ralphie says 2, Jarrett says 2, Anne Blair says 2, Brian says 2, David Mitchell says 2, Colin Pete says 2, and
you number 2 now.
Anne says 1, Mike says 1, Anne's changing to 1, Rebecca says 1. Who else? So a lot of people are saying.
Cheers, Anne.
We got Kevin Sandover over there on YouTube saying 1. I think I'm going to go with number 1 as well. I think I'm going to go with number 1. So, do you want to tell us which one it is, Trevor?
It was number 1.
It was number 1.
I knew it.
Now let me explain though.
I knew it.
It was a already dingy dressing room, right? So I'm low down. He's quite tall, and the bulb was right behind him. So, but because his hair still back then was bushed out, but it was thinner, wasn't it? So his hair sort of disappeared. And all you could see was this perfectly round skull. But he's still got big eyebrows and sort of big eye sockets. So it just looked like some sort of strangeness. I couldn't take
Skeletor.
seriously. It's fantastic. And next to him was who was that Guy
He-Man.
shot his wife.
Anita Dobson.
No. Phil Spector was stood beside him with a wooden football racket, and he would not stop fucking going.
Oh,
and his wig was on like that as well. Very weird. It's a strange encounter.
Weird.
very strange. Very strange. You're full of these great stories, Trevor.